Hello guys and welcome back to Motormed Field. We are here for our evening kickoff between the Rough Riders men, the USL 2 league leaders, facing off against bottom of the table Westchester Flames. And the men actually suffering their first defeat of the season, the Rough Riders, on Wednesday. It's 1-0 against Motown. Let's have a look at the table right now. See Rough Riders at the top, but only a thin margin ahead of the competition behind them, and in particular to watch out for is Manhattan Soccer Club, who have got a game in hand on them. So Rough Riders really need to win to maintain that lead. And Westchester Flames have had a miserable time of it. They've lost 10, drawn 1, and shipped 35 goals across those games, as the Rough Riders only conceded 2 goals this whole season, kept about 8 clean sheets in the 10 games. And as they do their final huddle, let's have a look at our Long Island Rough Riders starting lineup. In goal we have Samuel Alin. The centre-back trio is going to be the same as normal. We're going to have Amanis Apkakamp alongside Aaron Dent Garcia and Bjarni Thiessen. Very solid trio. Like I said, they kept 8 clean sheets this season. Coming in at the right wing-back position is the very speedy Nicholas Petridas. Left winger, equally speedy Australian Max Rogers. Sitting in front of the back three is going to be Alberto Diaz. The playmaker, Joseph Sanchez, in the centre midfield alongside Nicholas Rosler, who is the Rough Riders' top scorer this season with 4 goals. We have number 10, Maxi Bravo, earning himself a start. He has been lively since his recent signing with the Rough Riders. And he's going to be playing alongside Mr. Rough Riders, Matt Sloan. There is our starting lineup. You can see they're playing a 5-3-2, or you could call it a 3-5-2. Coach Bowen has favoured over the last couple of games. Let's have a quick look at our bench. We've got Ethan Wood as the deputy goalkeeper. Eduardo Capoto, I'm sure we'll see at some point, offers a lot of threat. Another winger, Ethan Lochner. Luke McNamara and Albert Kang back in the squad. We have Eddie Speed, who, if you saw, we had a great interview with during the women's game earlier. He adds a lot of energy from the bench. And finally, number 25, Dylan Middlebrook. And both teams finishing their huddles, and they are preparing to come on out for the lineup. And if you tuned into the earlier game, Rough Riders game, the women were facing off against Copa. Finished 0-0. It was a very, very hot game, about 90 degrees. And the real talking point was a late offside call given against the Rough Riders, literally about the last kick of the game. Bermudez tucking it away, but the linesman's flag denying them their last-minute glory. It's cooled down a lot here, though, at Motormed Field. It's much more pleasant, about 70 degrees, as these teams walk out for another fixture in the USL 2 campaign. Only 2 weeks left in the regular season. And the Rough Riders looking very good for making a promotion spot at the moment. But they're not out of the woods yet. They've got stiff competition, very hot on the heels. And Manhattan Soccer Club is going to be their second to last game. And Westchester Flames certainly up against it today. As I said, they've let in 35 in this season. But they will be eager not to make the trip for nothing. And we'll see what they bring up against the Rough Riders. And skipper Sloan doing the coin toss with Paolini. And we've got the Rough Riders over there in their huddle. Who faced an unfamiliar conclusion on Wednesday, their first defeat of the season in 10 games to Motown. It's a very tight game, 1-0 to Motown. They scored off of a free kick. The Rough Riders, very unlucky not to have got something out of it. Coach Byrne told me earlier today he felt like it's actually maybe the best his side has played all season. They just could not convert their chances. They had 16 shots and peppered the goal. They just couldn't convert any of them. And it's going to be Di Guerra who's going to get play underway. Well, false start. The Rough Riders are a little bit too eager to get going. And there we go. Off for real this time. And there's Paolini. One back by Petridis, who'll be eager to make his mark. Hasn't had a whole lot of playing time, and that's a good ball out to Matthew Sloan. Sloan coming into the box, sent in towards the back post. Bravo's in space, hit back across. Petridis gets another touch, and the Rough Riders very nearly fashioning a chance in this first minute. And Matthew Sloan, in this opening minute, is going to get his first chance to launch in a Herculean throw. That was not very well directed, though. Come back to Rogers. And Rogers is going to have a long-range shot. He caught it decently, didn't get the direction, though. There's Theanson with his first touch on the ball. Up to Sanchez. Rogers. Giving it to Bravo. And Rogers, who's featured in a couple of positions for the Rough Riders. He also played as a centre forward on his debut for them, actually. And Dent Garcia, the centre-back, who loves the ball at his feet almost as much as he does the tackles. And Sloan with some nice feet there himself. He's looking to slip in Petridis from behind. Then Garcia gives it to Petridis. Petridis gives it to Sloan. Back to Dent Garcia. Ackerkamp. Rock in the middle for the Rough Riders. Sanchez. Petridis to find himself a bit of space. Puts a good ball in towards Rosler. And Bravo looked for the pass. He got caught a little late. Referee not calling anything. Theanson giving it back to Ackerkamp. And Lynn with his first touch on the ball. Dent Garcia. That's a decent ball over the top for Petridis, who had got half a yard, but only because he had strayed a little offside. Bravo, who's looked very lively in the first few games for the Rough Riders. He's got an assist, not a goal yet though, the number 10. He would love to get himself onto the score sheet. Paolini. Accountable for Thiensen. And the league leaders having all the game in these first few minutes. Or just giving it to Thiensen. Then Garcia. To Petridis. Sloan looking in from behind us, hitting towards Matthew Sloan. Sloan's through, and he's put it in! And the Rough Riders did not hang about to get themselves on the score sheet. And Petridis, who's had his chance today in the starting lineup, with a great assist. And Matthew Sloan made that look easy. Brought it down and just stroked it past the goalkeeper. I believe that's Sloan's first of this season. Dane Garcia. Gives it to Petridis. Back to Dane Garcia. Diaz. Back to Thiensen. Bravo, who was looking to pull the trigger, and he got caught from behind. Enough the ball has got that play's gone on, but it's actually the defender who's come off the worst for wear. And kept on playing, and it's played into Bravo, and Bravo just needed a touch. It's the Westchester Flames, he just needed to kick that one out, really, so that their player could get some medical attention. It's finally kicked out, but Maxi Bravo very nearly getting on the end of another Petridis cross. And he's up on his feet now, just trying to see who that is. And it looks like it's Velez who's hobbling off. A couple of Westchester players warming up. But maybe the last we see, unfortunately, of Velez. Paolini gives that one back to Madriz. Lawrence sends that one far best. Not a good clearance on Rogers. Give that one into Rosler. Looking back in behind for Rogers. But Chung trying to get hold of it. A little bit fortunate there, the right back, to come away with it. Here comes Kauka looking to escape Diaz's attention, which is not an easy task. Diaz gives it back to Rogers. Thiensen, Sanchez, and Petridis has got himself acres of space. Sanchez looked to switch out to him, got caught a little bit late. And Velez has come back on. And it's switched out to Petridis, who looks like he make it quite an enjoyable evening. The first couple of minutes, anything to go by. He's finding himself a lot of space out there already. And Sloan will toss this one in to Diaz at the front post. Sets it back to Bravo. Bravo gives it to Sloan. Sloan whips it in towards the back post. Over Thiensen. Dent Garcia gives it back to Rosler. Nice give and go with Sanchez. That's read well by Chung. Diego Vieira. It's a little bit loose. Back with Rosler. Thiensen. Giving it to Ackerkamp, out to Benitez. Back to Ackerkamp. Sanchez to Diaz. And Max Rogers now. He's going to send that one in early. Cleared out by Brian. Kaka gives it back to Chung. Chung clearing that one out. And Verez, who thankfully back on his feet, gives it to Kaka and switched out by Torres to Bayabusha. Bayabusha, just the one option in the middle. Cut out easily enough by Thiensen. Bayabusha got past Benitez, but Ackerkamp putting a very industrial tackle, and it cut the last touch off Bayabusha as well. Dent Garcia is going to give that into Alberto Diaz. Diaz looking for the big switch towards Rogers, but cut out by Chung. And here's Velez, and they're coming forward to numbers here, Westchester. And Velez is going to have the shot, and he caught it decently as well. Gathered by Alin straight at him, but Velez looking fully recovered after that knock. Thiensen giving it to Diaz, but just a little warning shot for the Rough Riders that they may not have an easy time of it against the visitors, who are bottom of the table and only have a point at the moment. Sanchez is going to look to dink that over for Bravo. Lawrence off his line, clears it out. Dent Garcia's first touch unusually let him down, and Bayabusha looking in fine for Diego Vieira, but Lynn was off his line well. Poor first touch by Rogers. And Coach Bowen just asking for a little bit more from his players at the moment. High press by the Rough Riders, and they got it back. Rogers just forcing out for a throw-in. Kaka surrounded by a lot of blue shirts, but Diaz brought him down. Kaka did well there just to get them a free kick. Switched out to Paolini. Good turn by Bayabusha, who's looked very dangerous for the visitors so far. He's coming down that left again. Sent back across. Ackerkamp gets the first touch on it. Diego Vieira trying to ghost between the lines, and he went down half-heartedly. No real appeal for a penalty. Diego Vieira's got his work cut out for him today against that back three. As I said in the pre-match, only 2 goals conceded in 10. And they've both been from set pieces, a penalty and a free kick. Poor by Thiensen though. And Torres gives into Kauka. Kauka looking back, and Torres has got some space, and Alin makes a great save. And the Rough Riders are half asleep at the moment. And the visitors very nearly punishing them. Torres got himself a couple of yards there in the box, forcing a smart save from Alin. Sent towards the centre spot, bounced around, and the Blues are appealing for a handball, and then Alin's gathered that, and he's got caught late by Abusha. And Sloan bringing that down deliciously, and he's given out to Petrides. Petrides got a bit of space on the right. Couldn't find into Bravo. Matthew Sloan with some excellent hold-up play there. But the Vistas is looking very bullish, coming forwards again. Giving out to Silva, and Silva's moving forwards into that box on the right side. And Rogers with some desperate measures to cut out the attack. But the Rough Riders looking uncharacteristically very open at the moment. And Verez having that shot. It's going to go to Sanchez. He's looking up for Bravo. That's back with the white shirts. And Chung got past Rosler, but couldn't get past Rogers. And Brian is looking over the top, and it's flicked on towards Guevara. Guevara is still going in, and Ackerkamp is shepherding him out. Very unfamiliar territory though for Rough Riders right now. They are being run into their penalty area in 1v1 situations where they're backing back towards their own goal. And Westchester a little bit disappointed they haven't managed to get one back on the score sheet. And Torres gives it to Velez. Brian. Back to Chung. And Chung driving forwards. And he's looking for De Guevara. It's a little gap appeared again. Just need a little bit of the ball to settle down the Rough Riders. Garcia gives it to Sanchez. And Bravo is chasing that behind. And Bravo just couldn't keep his foot in. There you go, his hand stepped on as well afterwards, accidentally, by Madrides. And Chung trying forwards again, the right back, and he got brought down by Rogers. Well, the Rough Riders started very well with that goal for Sloan in the 4th minute. But Westchester, since then, have reacted very well. And for a team bottom of the table, are playing with a lot of confidence at the moment. And that one's sent through to Silva. It's got De Guevara and Hayabusa in the middle. It's going to go out for a Flames throw. And Chung. Back to Madrides. Paglioni, left back looking to drive down that side. Petrides got in front of it, but he's done well, Paglioni. Petrides recovering. And Bayabusha in an absolutely clattering tackle with Dent Garcia. And it was a little bit late on Dent Garcia, and it's going to be a free kick for the Rough Riders. And looking up direct for Bravo. Madrid's clearing that one. Diaz gives it to Petridis. Dent Garcia. Ackerkamp. The Flames just happy to sit and let them have it, and then press it when it goes up there, just like that to Sanchez. It's given out to Silva, who's going to send it forward to De Guevara, where it's hit too long. And Alin will have the goal kick. Thiensen looking up direct again towards Bravo. Madrid's reading it though. Chung. Go over to Kauka, but his time was well read by a hulking frame of Diaz. He goes it back to Thiensen. And Alin. Dent Garcia. And Diaz gives it to Thiensen. Rogers back to Thiensen. Thiensen gives it to Sloan. Rosler. Feeds out to Rogers. Rosler. Thiensen to Ackerkamp. And Ackerkamp is going to drive forwards with the big centre-back. He's looking to slip in Petridis behind, and then a very poorly timed tackle on the Flame skipper, Palaoni. Ackerkamp getting a big head on that one. Sanchez back to Dent Garcia. Gives out to Thiensen. Rosler. And it's fed in by Rogers towards Bravo. And Bravo breaking in towards the box on that left side. Going back to Matthew Sloan. Saved by Lawrence. And Sanchez slipped. He may have had a shout to get on that rebound otherwise. Well worked there. Mauro Bravo with a lovely touch back to the skipper, Sloan. Lawrence got down well to make the save. It's flowed back in by Petridis, bounced around a little bit dangerously. Bayabusha took too long in that. Sanchez to Diaz, back to Sanchez. Sanchez with a lovely roll, and he's set through Maxi Bravo. Amaro Bravo. It's a really good cross, and he only had Sanchez in there. No one coming into the middle to gamble. Thiensen and the Rough Riders back on top again in this game at the moment. Petridis. Rosler. Bravo searching for that space again between the centre-backs. Madrid's managing to block it out. And Kauka trying to bring out, but well watched by Sloan. And it's a little bit loose. Madrid's rescuing it, getting back to Lawrence. And Diaz that time was late, and the referee's going to call it back as well. And Paolini giving it to Bayabusha. He's held off the tackle of Petridis, and Bayabusha had the strike. Garcia got himself in the way. It's going to be a corner to the Flames, though. And Kauka is going to send this one in. 4 white shirts up in the box, not a huge number. Sent in at the near post, Petridis going a little bit under it instead of over it. Got it on the second attempt. It's come up to Mauro Bravo. Eddie Chung doing really well though, just to win it back. Madriz. Nicely worked between Torres and Paolini. Velez watched closely by Petridis. He would be very pleased, Petridis, to get an assist. It's a big opportunity for him to get the start today. He want to prove his mettle. And Brian switched out to Chung. And Silva is going to send that one back in. Cleared out by Dent Garcia. There'll be another Westchester throw. And Velez has got a bit of space, and Silva's moving into that box again. And Ackerkamp again intervening, but again the Rough Riders just looking sleepy at the back and forcing their centre backs to have to deal with 1v1 situations. Dent Garcia clearing that one out. He's going to fall back to Torres. Just snatched at it a little bit. Comfortably wide. 25 minutes gone this first half, and the Rough Riders leading. Courtesy of a goal from the skipper, Matthew Sloan, in the 4th minute. And Paolini went down really easily there, I have to say. The referee giving it. Just a low arm on the shoulder by Sloan. And Paolini's looking hopefully up for De Guevara, but Alin off his line to snuff out that one. Paolini. Good out to Kauka. And Velez driving that out to Silva. Great ball by Velez, and Silva's got a lot of space. De Guevara in the middle, drives in towards De Guevara. It's behind him and he's looking for Bayabusha, but too much pace for the left winger to react. Rosen going to Sanchez, and Sanchez break away from Paolini, and he got caught from behind, and it's going to be a free kick. Well worked there by Sanchez, just to bring it out. Diaz giving it to Thiensen. Ackerkamp. Petridis. Maxi Bravo's just come out on the right for him, and he's got it. Bravo. Couple of options in the middle, and he's going to drill that in low, but too close to Lawrence. Petridis getting a good flick on it. Sanchez just looking in behind for Bravo. And Bravo always sitting right off of the last man, looking for that slip in. Good tackle by Petridis. Madrid gives it back to Lawrence. And Akerkamp and Bayabusha came together, and Bayabusha's come away with it. He's going to send that in towards the edge, and he's looking for Torres. Lovely turn by Sanchez, and he's going to look to set away Sloan. Actually, Bravo's in a bit of space. He's looked in for Bravo, and just too close to Lawrence. Lawrence doing really well to come off his line. Sloan very nearly catching the Flames defence off guard with that early cross across. Dent Garcia is into Rosler, who won it so dramatically last time we saw the Rough Riders at home at Most Medfield. In their title battle against Cedar Stars, he scored in the 87th minute off of a corner, and the Rough Riders had been down to 10 men as well, which made it all the more sweeter for the league leaders. Akerkamp gives it out to Petridis. Back to Dent Garcia. He's going to switch it to Diaz. Sloan, lovely flick out to Rogers, and Rogers got some space to deliver it in here. Sent back in towards the middle. Cleared out by Paolini. Sanchez was waiting for it eagerly right in behind. Rosler gives it to Sloan. Lovely 1-2, and it's through to Bravo. It's really well worked by the Rough Riders. Fantastic tackle by Brian. It's back with Petridis. And Petridis going to send that towards the back post. Sloan brings it down on the volley, and he's just flashed it past the post. What a hit by Matthew Sloan. And that would have been one for the cameras. And I've got to say, we're approaching the end of June, which means that the June goal of the month is going to be rolling soon, and that would have certainly been a contender had that one gone in. And then to Dent Garcia. Bravo. Sanchez. He's going to switch that one out to Rogers. And the Rough Riders wing-backs finding a lot of space at the moment. Rosler. Back to Diaz. Thiensen giving it back to Diaz. Rogers. Thiensen, the Flames sitting very deep, with the exception of De Guevara. It's given out to Rogers. He switched sides with Petridis. Nice turn by Dent Garcia. And Torres has given away a free kick a little bit cheaply. Dent Garcia's going to take it quickly, and Sanchez is looking in behind for Bravo. And Bravo skipped over the tackle. And Madrid's got a crucial touch. Going to be a Rough Riders corner. And Mauro Bravo will deliver this one in. All three of the hulking Rough Riders centre-backs in the box. That one didn't clear the front post though. It's going to be another throw. And Rosler giving it back to Bravo. Bravo sending that one in again. Thiensen trying to flick it onto his centre-back partner, Ackerkamp couldn't find him. And Chung bring out, and he has liked to run with it so far. Chung, and looked assured on the ball. Madrid's giving it to Paolini. Good press by the Rough Riders. Back with Paolini though. And Chung gives it to Velez. And Velez cutting on his right foot. He's going to have the shot, Velez. And, a few feet wide. Again, the Rough Riders just affording a little bit too much space to their visitors as they came forwards. And then sending that one long. Rosler gives it to Sanchez. And Sanchez twisting and winning the free kick off of Madriz. And the referee just going to have a little word with Madriz, a final warning. So there's been a couple from him. And they're looking in behind for Sanchez, and Sanchez offside. Diaz getting a big head on that one. Sanchez trying to flick it onto Sloan. And Rogers. Give and go with Dent Garcia. Madrid's coming over and covering it well that time, the centre back, and getting over the fence. And Sloan will take this opportunity to launch it in. His usual partner in crime with his Alberto Diaz on the front post. And it's sent in towards Diaz. And Diaz has brought it down by Abusha, getting him on the second touch. Jensen gives it to Ackerkamp. Rosler. Back to Lynn. And Dent Garcia. Rogers right on that back line is looking in behind. Paolini read that well and won the free kick well. And Ackerkamp bouncing around like a beach volleyball for a second, but he got brought down as referee's free kick. And Thiensen will bring this one out. Give it to Petridis. Thiensen to Ackerkamp, to Dent Garcia, sorry. Rogers again has found himself plenty of space. Sloan bullishly winning it back, and he has found Rogers now. And Rogers has got Sanchez and Bravo in the middle. Looks at the back post towards Bravo, and Bravo should have finished that one, and he knows that. It was a clear-cut chance. Good ball in by Rogers. And Bravo, who missed a couple on Wednesday as well, so desperate to get himself on the score sheet, got himself into the right area, but just not able to apply the finish. Silva danced through a couple of tackles. Heavy tackle from Thiessen, stopping De Guevara. Chung giving it to Torres. Torres, Hasewe, De Guevara, and De Guevara's through, and he's finished it! And right before half-time, the visitors have brought it back level. The Rough Riders totally botched the offside trap there. And they have looked uncharacteristically vulnerable at the back tonight. And that's the first goal they've really conceded from open play. There was Silva who skipped past a couple of tackles before setting away De Guevara, who found himself in far too much space on that right side. And that's loose by Dent Garcia as well. And Kauka won it back by Garcia there. And Garcia coming forwards and done well that time. He's giving it out to Petridis. Petridis one-on-one with Brian. Coming down to the byline, Petridis. And couldn't get the right cross. And Kauka just down, holding his back in the Rough Riders half. And Rogers has moved back onto that left side. Petridis back on the right. When that Sloan got a little nudge in the back. They're taking it quickly, and here comes Rosler. He's got Rogers on the overlap. He finds Rogers, and Rogers flashes it across. And it's another good delivery in by Rogers. Right, the Rough Riders attackers were just a yard behind him. Nice touch by Velez, and that one is a run out. Petridis giving it to Bravo. Got clattered into by Torres. And Petridis, who seems to have a decent throw on him as well, is going to launch this one in. The Rough Riders moving all in. It's just like a corner this. It's fallen to Bravo. Sanchez. Back to Rogers, who's just put it a couple of feet over the bar. Caught it decent enough, but just couldn't keep his head over it. About 2 minutes left in this first half. The Rough Riders taking the early lead through Matthew Sloan. But De Guevara equalising for the visitors. Just a few moments to go. And it's a bit of a shock to see the Rough Riders concede in general, but particularly against Flames, who are bottom of the table. But the visitors have certainly given a good account of themselves in this first half. They have offered plenty of threat, and in general have contained the Rough Riders pretty well. Bravo missing one really good chance. And Sanchez Has set away Bravo again. Bravo's offside that time. Lawrence clearing it out. And Lawrence clearing that into the tree. Offside flag had gone up though. Chunk sends that one long. Big head by Ackerkamp. Velez. And Velez, some nice feet, and he's taking the left foot shot. Blocked by Petridis. And Maxi Bravo coming out second best that time to Paolini. And Petridis came in too hard on the back of Kauka. Oh, sorry, Velez even. Velez. Being allowed to drive at the Rough Riders defence again. He's coming right into the box. Down to the byline, sends it across. Dent Garcia clearing out, but no one pressing down Velez there. Covered a good 10-15 yards, making his way into the box without really any resistance. It's going to be Kauka to send another one in. A few more players up for the Flames. Everyone back for the Rough Riders. First half time is up. And it's sent in. Big header up by Thiensen. And there is the half-time whistle. And it's been an enthralling first half. Both teams creating opportunities. Sloane getting the game off underway early, and it looked like it might be a comfortable affair for the league leaders with his early goal. But after that, the Westchester Flames creating plenty of chances. Rough Riders looking more open than we've seen them all season. And the Flames getting themselves back level. Di Guevara broke the Rough Riders offside trap and finished smartly. So we go in at half time at 1-1. Do not go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Sorry guys for that quick drop in stream. We just had to reposition because of some of the rather threatening weather. We're back right in time for the second half. And here's Maxi Bravo. Send that one across, then it's going to go out for a goal kick. Rough Riders with the same starting lineup out there, but a little bit of change in the shape. They've got Rogers as the centre forward now, Bravo up with him, Petridis also. It looks like they might have moved to a 4-3-3. We'll have to see. Well, that's maybe still sticking with the two up front. There's Bravo on that left. And Rogers sending it across. And Petridis at the back post got good contact. But couldn't finish. And Brian sending that one long. De Guevara going out to Bravo. And Bravo. Certainly, I feel like he's got a point to prove. He missed a good chance that first half, but he looked dangerous apart from that. Going out to Paulini. De Guevara, whose goal levelled the game. And Torres, broken past Dent Garcia. Oh, sorry, Akerkamp even. Coming back. De Guevara, looking for that chance. Stood up well by Dent Garcia. And Chong gives it back to Lawrence. And Lawrence is taking a little bit of gamble with the ball, and a free kick called on Rogers. And Lawrence really getting away with that one because I did not see a whole lot of contact there. And Elin getting his foot out through that one. Bayabusha is coming forwards. And Bayabusha having the shot! And he's hit the post! What a strike by Bayabusha! And Elin was stranded there. And the visitors not shrinking away in their second half at all. Coming out more bullish than ever. And they've certainly made an impression which had been unexpected given they've been bottom of the table. Here's it sent up long towards Rogers. Petridis gives it into Rosler. Back to Petridis. And then Garcia gives that one back to Elin. And looking in behind. And they're coming down that right side. Options in the middle, and it's hit across, and Rosler got his little breakaway there. Try Petridis even. And Rogers Trying to chase that one behind. Throw. It's 1-1. And that, very unhappy with that offside call. Sorry, the Flames even. And Dane Garcia sticking his foot through that one. Looking to break away, Bravo. Looking to give that back to Rogers. And it's played out to the right side. And here comes Chung. Good to Velez, the Jensen. Got that one cleared out. And Petrudis, the first sub for the Rough Riders. Eduardo Capote coming onto that right wing. Petrudis getting himself an assist today, early on in the game. And the Blue getting enough shots around that one. And Rosler bringing out, looking over the top towards Rogers. And Rogers chasing that one down. Lawrence taking his time with it and clearing it out. Let the ball come to him instead. Should seem a little bit risky with Rogers' pace. And Rosler, the Rough Riders, not laying up. Giving it to Sanchez. Sloan. And Sloan having that shot. And it's sent in towards the back post. No one there for the Rough Riders. They've dropped off now. Dane Garcia battling for that one. By Abusha, it's going to be a free kick for the visitors. Torres coming out with that one. Gives it back to Madrid. Madrid looking long, one back by Dane Garcia. Sloan. Into Rosler. And Rosler finds Sanchez. And Rosler was trying to find it out to Thiensen. Couldn't get the pass right. But the Rough Riders just feeling a little bit anxious, I think, as they should be. This is not a game where they want to be dropping points. And as I said, they've got Manhattan Soccer Club and Cedar Stars just 3 points behind them in the table. And the engine giving it back to Lynn. And then sending it long. Rogers to Rosler. Back into Rogers. Nicely worked by the Rough Riders, and Bravo with it on the left. It's going to be a throw in right by that corner flag for the Rough Riders. And it's bounced around dangerously. Lawrence managed to get over Capote. Kauka. Bring that onto his left foot. He's looking for Velez. Sanchez working that one out to Bravo. Thiensen. Lovely turn by Sanchez. And he switched it out to Capote. Sloan overlapping. Capote gives it out to Sloan. Sloan send that one in. And Brian clearing it out. And Torres looking over the top. And Di Guevara is offside that time. The Rough Riders making another change. Albert Kang coming on for Rosler. Sloan looked to drill it out to Bravo, but wasn't the right pass. Kauka. Oh, sorry, Velez even. One back well by Kang with his first touch. Goes into Thiensen to Sanchez. Bravo. Kang. And Kauka came in hard on him. Thiensen switched out to Dent Garcia. And Sanchez has found himself a little bit of space, and the ball was just a little bit over hit towards Sanchez. And the Flames making their first change of the evening. Coach Byrne making some changes in the positions. And it's Mara who's come on for Silva. And that ball's delivered in. Kang looking towards it. Capote as well. Sorry, Sloan even. Sloan couldn't get enough power on the head though. Sanchez flicking it back over. Capote chasing it down. Madrid's covering it. It's going to go out for a referee's throw. Another change for the Flames. And it's Verez who's come off. And Dejaja who's come on. Sloane's going to send this throw in long. Madrid's getting the first and it's dropped down. And Alberto Diaz got a hit on it. There's enough bodies in the way to block it. And Dent Garcia, just past the hour mark with the referee still choosing the win. They may get a chance here. And there's a snapshot there. By Sanchez, who may have been better off squaring it back across. Diaz going ahead on that one. Sloane to Sanchez. Bravo. Kang moving in behind. Referee's pushing up plenty of numbers forward. Sloane continuing into the box. And Kang, nice feet there. This just needs to release it. Sanchez back to Kang. The Flames doing really well to just contain that danger. They've got to stay awake. Bravo. Lots of white shirts around him. He's brought down very clumsily, Bravo. That's going to be a referee's free kick right on that byline. The referee just going over to have a quick word with Peterson. Some argy-bargy on the front post. 7 blue shirts for Bravo to aim for. And it's whipped in towards the back post, and Diaz got touching it, but the ball had already kind of gone past the angle which he could have scored. Flames making another change. It's by Boucher, who was very lively in the first half, making way. He was a little bit quiet in the second, though. And it's Belogu who's come on. Paulini. One back by Diaz. Sloane looking through to Bravo and just over hit. And Brian reading it well, and then Bravo giving away the free kick. Free kick given there for Westchester Flames, who have not had the ball up in the Rough Riders half for a good 15 minutes. But they're going to have a decent chance here to deliver something in. You can hear we have started to get a bit of a gust of wind. I got it. And let's see what they can deliver now. And it's a decent ball in. Dent Garcia getting the first head on it, and Lynn not able to keep it in. It's going to be a corner kick for the Flames.
My son will do one and we'll do the other for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it's played short the corner. And it's going back to Kauka. Kauka's hitting a cross and just about kept in by Rogers, who clears it out. And Chung staying very cool. Paolini was just looking to sneak in behind, but couldn't keep that ball in. Rogers, who's back on that left wing back position after a brief stint up front, goes into Capote. And Capote bringing that one forwards. Out to Bravo. Numbers piling forwards. And Thewson was looking to sneak in behind. Rough Riders very unhappy with that call. The linesman gave the corner, referee didn't. And Diaz gives it to Capote. Looking for Capote, but Chung intercepting. Headed out by Rogers. Chung giving it to Torres. Torres out to Mara. And Marin got clipped by Rogers. And it's going to be another free kick to the Flames. And what can Mara deliver with his right foot? And it's a decent whip in. And Lynn's come for it. It's fallen down. And Di Guevara finished it, but the referee had always blown his whistle for a free kick on Lynn. Di Guevara very nearly came himself a second. And again, the Westchester Flames a shock lead. Can give him back to Ackerkamp. And Sanchez out to Theensen. And he's put it through to Bravo. And Bravo's through it. Can he bring it back ahead? And it's a fantastic save by Lawrence. The Rough Riders were like lightning down that right side. And here comes Bravo again. Into the box. Fed across the sharp box. It's still bouncing around. And somehow or other, it's ended up in Lawrence's hands again and not the net.
Safety. There.
looking long. Ackerkamp covering it well, but it's bounced. It looked like it was going to bounce kindly for a second for Delegu, but it came off of her hand. Capote battling for that one. He's done well there, number 11 to get a hold of it. Wriggled past 2. Still going Capote. Sent it towards that back post. And Sloan! Back across. Capote surely! He's come back from an offside position. And more frustration for the Rough Riders. But both sides threatening right now. "20 minutes left in the second half with the Westchester Flames against all expectation, holding the league leaders and the top of the USL 2 Rough Riders level right now. And Paolini turning well there. Callup looking out on that far side. And De Guevara is dealt with on that right side. Jensen is looking for Sanchez. It's going to be a throw in for the Rough Riders. Bravo to Kang. They're looking along for Capote. Back with Diaz. Gives that out to Bravo. Bravo just did a little bit too much with it. It's going to be another throw for the Rough Riders. It's going to be a Rough Riders corner kick. And they're going to push forwards the big guns for this one. Dent Garcia, Thiensen and Ackerkamp all coming forwards. Everyone back for the Flames and the Rough Riders with everyone up there except for one. Sent in towards the mixer, but everyone coming to the middle. No one at the back post. It's going to go out for a Westchester goal kick. And the Rough Riders making another change. Thiensen coming off. And looks like Dylan Middlebrook confirmed that as soon as we see back number. Sorry, it's Ethan Lochner who's come on. And that one's sent in towards Rogliano. Cleared out by Diaz, and Bravo flicking it nicely onto Sanchez. And the referee held play for a second just to see who would get the ball, but Sanchez did get it, and he came in late on Paulini. And 15 minutes left on the clock. And the Rough Riders, they're playing with two at the back now, two wing backs. Lochner and Capote, the wing backs. Rogers even, that's another wing back. Capote further up, and there is Capote. And Brian sending that one long. Switched out to Chung on the right back, venturing forwards. Just Belegu in the middle. Not the best cross though, it's cleared out by Ackerkamp. And Sloan being wrestled to the ground, getting up quickly enough, referee playing advantage, and Capote coming forwards. And so the Rough Riders giving that to Lochner, just the pass forced him just to check his run a little bit. He's giving that into Capote now though. And Capote still going with it, and it's going to be a corner kick. Thank you so much. And that's sent back in towards the goalkeeper. And the Rough Riders are back in front, and I think it's come off of a Flames head last. Bravo getting the congratulations. The Rough Riders back ahead with about 12 minutes left.
Let's get it back right now.
And it hasn't been the prettiest from the Rough Riders today. But title winners get the results even when they're not having their day. And right now they're about 10 minutes away from getting another one.
Let's go, Birdo, keep it up.
And the Rough Riders making another change. Sanchez coming off. Torres. There's Eddie Speed who's come on for the Rough Riders. Sloan battling away for it with Midris. And Midris has sold his goalkeeper short, and Bravo's around him. He's in a very tight angle. He's going to go for it himself. Back across and cleared out by Brian. Took it off with a toe of Capote. Sloan gives it back to Bravo. Nice flick over defender. Brian with a good tackle. It's going to be a throw in for the Rough Riders. And guys, we're going to be back with the men's team next week. It's going to be an absolutely scintillating title clash with Manhattan Soccer Club. We're currently 3 points behind the Rough Riders with a game in hand. So if Manhattan win their game in hand, they will be level on points. And that is the second to last regular season game. So definitely tune in for that one next week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Sloan send that one in long. Bravo got the last touch now. It's not the touch you wanted. It's going to be a goal kick. Kang winning that one back, but caught very late by Torres, and Torres immediately given a yellow. Oh, it's not a good tackle at all on Kang, and to be fair to Kang, he didn't make too much of a meal of it. He could have rolled around a fair bit after a hit like that, but he got back up on his feet quickly. Camp to Dent Garcia. Looking for a switch out to Capote. Chung managing to clear it out, be a referee's throw. And Sloan. He's going to chip it in towards the back post. And Lochner got his head on it. It wasn't a bad effort by him at all. It was a little bit behind in the ball. Redirected it. But couldn't get it onto the frame. And Rogers to Lochner, but Lochner's loose. And De Guevara almost skipping through 4 or 5 tackles, but getting held up. And Rogers to Ackerkamp. Diaz. Kang. To Capote. Diaz. Eddie Speed right to having some space on that far side. And Capote is coming forward, so it gives it to Kang, and Kang's going to have the strike here. Kang! And what a hit by Albert Kang! You could not get more upper 90 than that. And that is a goal for the ages. We will be watching that back many times, I think, over the coming weeks. And we've got June Goal of the Month coming up shortly, and that is certainly going to be up in there. What a hit by Albert Kang. And the Rough Riders, what has been at times a very anxious affair for them, is coming to an end comfortably with an absolute stunner. And Mara on the right. And the visitors, so they're going to have any chance of getting back and have to make something happen very quickly. Mara, very determined, still going with it. He's put it back across. The blue shirts in the end managing to avert the danger. But how about Kang? May have felt like he had a bit of a point to prove today, having lost his place in the starting lineup. They certainly proved something there with that strike. Maxi Bravo just picking up a yellow card for walking off a little bit slower than the referee wanted.
Let's get one back right here, White.
And Dylan Middlebrook coming on for Bravo. And probably just Provide a bit more stability in that centre midfield as the referees defend this lead. And that was a late tackle there on Torres. They're going to have a chance to hit that one in. The Flames. About 4 minutes left. And thankfully the thunderstorms we've been seeing have stayed a good distance away. And we've just got a couple more minutes in this game for them to hold off. And the ball's whipped in decently. Sent along, and there was some contact in the box, and the referee just blowing his whistle. I don't think he's going to give a penalty, but he is going to have a word. And we'll see what he's going to say, the referee. And if the ball was in play, the call would be a penalty, but if he's judging that it was not in play yet, then the corner would be retaken. Well, at the very least, they can have another chance here, the Flames, to send in the corner kick. Sends that near post and bit out, cleared out. And Sloan chasing that one down, and he's covered tons of ground today, skipper, but it doesn't look like he's too blown out from it. Happy just to get that back to Lynn and just keep the ball at this point. And Rogers to Lochner. And Lochner's going to switch that out to Speed. Let's it run for Sloan. Speed still going down that right side and is found. And he's got Kang in the middle, played back across, and has took a touch off the defender and gone behind for a corner kick. Lawrence wasn't entirely sure which side of the post that was going. And the skipper, Sloan, who got the scoring off in what's been an excellent game today. Got the scoring off and running early on. He's going to come off. And that ball's delivered in. Kang couldn't get a hold of it that time. A nice bit of footwork there by Delegu. And Mara sending that one long.
Get there.
That's Luke McManara over there, who's just come on. And McManara happy just to let that one run. And the game is almost run. About 30 seconds left of regulation time. And what has been a surprisingly close game between the two teams. And one probably that Coach Brown may not look back too favourably with some of the periods of the game and some points for the Rough Riders. But they got their goals. And one particularly spectacular one by Albert Kang. And the most important thing at the end of the day is the result, and they will keep themselves ahead of Manhattan Soccer Club with the game with Manhattan Soccer Club having a game in hand. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in for the broadcast tonight. And if you're watching us on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We have got more Rough Riders coming to you in the coming weeks, and much more football in general. And we really appreciate you tuning in to support the teams. And hope you have enjoyed the coverage tonight for both our games. It's not quite over yet. Delivered in. Come back from Middlebrook. First touch was a little bit heavy.
work, Antonio.
Kang to speed. Lochner holds that up one well and then got caught late by De Guerrera, who gets the deserved yellow card for that one. It's not a good tackle. And Middlebrook's going to switch that out to McNamara. Diaz. Looking over for Lochner. And Lochner got the touch and it came off of Chung's hand. The Rough Riders are going to have a late opportunity to add to their goal tally. It's played short to Lochner, and Lochner wasn't able to skip past the tackle. Cleared out. Middlebrook. And Kang retrieving it. Kang into Capote. Capote is going to give it to Diaz. And we're in the final few seconds of this game. And there is the full-time whistle. And the Rough Riders, it was not an easy one. It's a bumpy ride for them at certain points. But running out 3-1 winners in the end to maintain their lead at the top of the USL 2 Eastern Conference. It was Sloan who got the scoring off and underway early on, and it looked like it might have been a comfortable one for the Rough Riders, but Westchester Flames providing plenty of threat in the first half and getting a deserved goal 40 minutes in by De Guevara. An own goal in about the 78th minute for the Rough Riders. Put them back ahead 2-1 up, and then Albert Kang quickly followed that with what can only be described as the dream upper 90 strike. And that one will be going straight up on the Game in Frame Instagram tomorrow, I can assure you that. And guys, I just want to remind you that we are going to have next week, Wednesday, same time, 8 PM, we're going to have the Rough Riders in a penultimate game of the season title battle against Manhattan Soccer Club, who are currently sitting 3 points behind with a game in hand. So they could well be going into that game level on points. And that's certainly one worth tuning in for.
I must say, listening to you all makes the game very interesting. Very entertaining. Last goal was a quality strike.
All right then, guys, and that just about does it for our coverage here tonight at Motor Midfield. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and well done to the Rough Riders on the win, and to Westchester Flames as well. Put on a fantastic game. And guys, we'll see you next time.